So, how to get your aim better or getting a better player in Hyperdash. First, normally I would go into Stadium and I would do training, Stadium, and then you can just do player count 0 and max dash. Then, once you get in there,
match starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Then you go over each of these try to get as much circle items as possible. And then also to increase, you can go here, this thing. It does get busy after 5 minutes. So you go like that. Shoot at stuff. Because that way it's harder for them to hit you. And you can also go above. Snipes. Yeah, so that's what I do on this. And at the end of the video, I'll go over the forms. Okay, so that is one of the ones that I do. So now we're going to go into another training, which is Metropolis. You go max dash, normal. So you're going to go to the center, you're going to go to that, there, then you can go, you can shoot at this sign right here, this sign right here, that pole right above the black line, and you have to just mix up the and just go. Then you can also go like over here, hit that pole, and you can hit there, and then we go over here, and you go. We're fighting 2 people. I'm not very good at this one, as you can see. I have a lot of bullets right there. There you go. Though, if you're gonna train, don't train with bots, because once you get into an actual match, you're going to not be like, the players aren't gonna be bots. So it's gonna be much harder for you, and they're gonna be moving much faster. So instead of doing bot trainings, do solo trainings, and go around shooting at things, and then go into real matches, practice your aim there. It doesn't have to be like you trying to win, it just has to be you trying to see if you can hit them. Like how many shots you can hit without missing. So yeah. Just go into normal games, don't use bots, because once you start using bots, you're gonna get used to them moving super slowly and not dashing around like super fast. So then you're gonna be too slow to keep up, and you're not gonna be dashing around again. Okay, so that's what you do with training. Now I'm going to teach you the formations. So I normally use the A formation, which is like this. It's much easier to hit at long range. It's more of like a snap. Then, like, you know, it's also much easier to aim. Okay, then you also have this right here, which is like the middle. It's super close, but it's good at close range. So like if you're going up, and you're right there, it's really easy to hit like that. So I usually normally use this, especially in the waterway. I use this one, and on others, and on close ranges, like elimination. I don't do that for Dash League, but I do for like if we're playing pubs and I do Dash League or doing elimination. Then I use this one on the first 3 because there's like 3 ones, or like the ones that I have of the pistols. I use this one because it's super close quarters and you can just like dash around hitting them. Yeah. Then there's also the super close one, like this, where it's like which is basically just like this one, but like close. Super hard to hit, for me at least. It might be good for you, because it's super close to your body. Okay, then we have this one, which is like the top. And it's covering your head, so your guns are on your head. It's hard to see, but it works really well, as you can see. Okay, so that's basically it. I do that a lot, at least like 30 minutes a day of this training. Aim. But now we go into becoming a better player. You have to have your mind sharp at all times. So if I was just riding this rail looking straight forward, I could have someone come from the back. I could have someone dash here, then shoot me on the rail. So you have to be sharp. And then especially if you're playing like League payload or just normal payload, they could come from all sides. So even if you're like pushing like a lot and you have so much space, somebody could just come from like a window or like a gap and just like destroy the cart. So you want to have your mind sharp at all times of all possible ways that you could get hit. So yeah, you have to be alert at all times, and you have to have quick reaction time to see, like, if I see that like green dash, like, or like if I'm going and I see a person in my corner of my eye like that, I'm gonna go there. And also sprinting. Sprinting took me a long time to get used to because I normally use like the bottom button for A for dashing and B for sprinting. So I never really sprinted for the first couple of like months, and then I got not used to like having my fingers down lower instead of up higher for sprinting. So I used the my sprinting because it felt weird for my fingers. So just make sure that in like when you're playing, you're trying to at least try to sprint a little bit, so that your fingers aren't like mine and get used to being down low and can extend forward farther. So you should practice a lot in pubs, especially if you're trying to get into League. But yeah, so to learn to get a better player, you have to be sharp, have quick reaction time. You have to practice a lot because they're going to be good players. You also have to be alert on this. This right here is how many dashes you have. You have to be alert. Always have at least one saved up, because if I use all mine, then I get pinned down, I can't dash, and I'm literally dead because they one shot. So you have to be alert of at least having one dash left on your thing. Also, your availability as a team member to your like pubs team or just League team has to be a good ratio to your time in like the line. So if I'm pushing the payload in just normal, and I'm just going around, but I'm not doing anything, I'm just sitting around in a corner, my availability or my like effect is super low, but my availability is high. You want to have your availability as close as you can to your effect or use. So I want to be going into battle and helping my team as much as I can and moving. Then there's also stealing, which you can do on both teams. They're like disrupting. Disrupting is where you go in, you like shoot a couple people, maybe take someone down, take their like heals and their dash, and then go away the wrong direction, away from the objective, so that there's less people that your team needs to worry about when stopping them from the objective or helping to go to the objective. You also need to be aware when you're getting disrupted. So if someone's disrupting and they come in, they take your dash, and they go like super far back, you don't want to track them. You just want to tell your team there's a person behind there, so that if like they're hiding back there, their like effect is super low, but their availability is high. That's what you want to do. You want to have the other team's effect low and their availability high, but you want yours to be effect high and the availability the same. Because the most important thing is staying alive. If you can stay alive, like if I can fight, pick up a dash right when I was like at 2 HP, then I could help my team so much instead of having to respawn and lose dashes that I had. Like if I picked up a dash and then immediately die, that is horrible, because now my team doesn't have that effective dash to push the goal or stop the goal. So you want to make use of the stuff you have, like here, there's dash here. You want to know your map. Know your map and where it is. That is almost like the most important thing, is knowing where stuff is. If I know there's something here and there's another thing here, then I can go fast and go super quick, going to all the heals so that I don't die. Because if I take this heal and then I get shot and I'm super close to dying, then I have to know where another heal is. Like just around the corner, there's one here, or over, down, on the other way. So you have to know the map. Know the map that you're playing on. Also, have a wide diversity of skill. So if I'm only good at the pistols, that's not going to be helpful. Because, well, it could be. But if I'm only good at shotguns, that couldn't be good, because what if somebody takes my shotgun? Then I have to wait a long time for a new shotgun, and it takes a long time and a lot of your effect away from your availability. So you want to have a wide diversity. So like say my shotgun that's taken away, then there's a sniper right next to it that I can use to actually get and like help my team. There's also like wide diversity. I will also do a this video gets 10 likes, so I'll do a how to get good at rocket launchers, because those are one of the hardest ones to actually very good at. They're super hard, but then once I got the hang of them, I figured out how to use them, and it helped me a lot, especially when on payload. I can just help my team on stopping them from pushing the payload, because I just keep the payload off with rocket launchers. So, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.